If you notice a trend, the power of prayer becomes more powerful the more desperate you pray. The louder you yell out to the Lord, the squeaky wheel gets the oil, right? It's more powerful when it comes from deep down. So I'm praying to the Lord. I'm on my knees. Lord, look, I made progress. All right, people have seen the progress. I have turned some heads towards the Lord, but not to where I want to, not where I want to be. I want to get closer with you. I can't do it. Send me someone to get me closer to you. Send me someone. The next day. And the Lord was really telling me, okay, go to Barnes & Noble. Go to Barnes & Noble. Out of all places. The closer you get to the Lord, the more you hear him and the more he resonates inside you. And it's an amazing thing. Like, I've always had that relationship and I could always hear him speak to me. I just ignored it most of my life, or, oh, okay. And then went and did something wrong. I was listening more to the devil than the Lord, but now I can hear the Lord. I'm a lot more in tune with Jesus, and it's a great thing. So he's telling me to go to Barnes & Noble. I tell Taku, say, hey, we're going to Barnes & Noble today. What? Why? I have a feeling I'm going to meet someone there. What? He's bewildered, like, but okay, let's go to Barnes & Noble. So we end up going to Barnes & Noble. We're scoping it out. Nothing. There's some old folks, some kids. We're looking at some books. I don't have that urge to talk to anyone. What are we doing here? Lord, what am I doing here? I'm thinking to myself. He said, be patient, hang around. Finally, I look into the religious aisle. I hadn't been down there at all my whole time being in Barnes & Noble the past 20 minutes. And I look in the religious aisle and I see a girl, and just instantly the Lord's like, all right, talk to her. Both in religious section. So, of course, the conversation naturally about the Lord. Where do you go to church? Blah, 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 blah. I told her I've been kind of bouncing around some churches. Haven't found the one for me, but I'm trying to, right? I'm trying to get closer to God. And so she tells me about this young adult group at her church called The Well. Of course, I'm going to shout out The Well. It's a great place. So any other young adults in the metro Atlanta area, go to Restoration Church in Alpharetta and check out The Well. It's a great place. And that's what she's telling me, right? I was like, okay, if you say so. But, you know, I'm saying that, but actually deep down, I'm like, okay, Lord, this is what this is what you've been prepping me for. This is it. I knew deep down the Lord said, hey, you got to go. No excuses. As much as I wanted to make excuses, like the devil wanted me to like find reasons not to go, we went. And since going there that first night, I've taken a whole new level with my relationship with the Lord, with my faith. That first night was great, met a lot of great people. And it was the first time that I've stepped into a church where I didn't feel any judgment. I didn't feel any cold shoulders. Everyone's super welcoming. I felt the presence of the Lord there. For the first time, I could feel that way about a church. Because again, growing up with my experiences, which I didn't get in a whole lot of detail of, and how my dad is very wary of churches. But this one, I just knew. I had a feeling this was it.